So we'll also be recording the video. That's because a lot of people do have class or other commitments. They're not able to make it today. So the video will be posted afterwards, I believe, on our YouTube channel, so that you guys can collect any other information and share it with your friends if you'd like. Next slide. So we'll be going over just a basic introduction to QMIND and artificial intelligence, as well as the different people that will be speaking. We'll go over the opportunities that are available to the QMIND members. And then we'll go kind of into a Q&A session where you guys will be able to break out into different rooms, which you'll find out a little bit more about later, and have a chance to talk to each of us, ask any questions that you might have. And then at the end, we'll have a Kahoot with a ton of amazing prizes for you guys to win. So stay engaged, make sure to ask questions whenever they come up throughout our presentation. And there'll be different prizes given away based on how great your questions are, as well as the Kahoot at the end. So to go over a little bit of our history, we recognized a gap back in the winter of 2018 around artificial intelligence at the undergraduate level. It seemed, especially in Canada, that there wasn't a lot of groups at the undergraduate level that were giving students the experience of artificial intelligence and giving them hands-on applicable knowledge within the field of AI. And with it being an ever-growing field, we wanted to increase the accessibility for students to learn AI and interact with it. Next slide, please. So what is QMIND? We are actually the largest undergraduate AI ML organization across Canada. We started out just with 35 members, and over the years have grown exponentially to over 200 members. And this year we're, again, trying to continue to grow it. We're a very close-knit community where we've developed a lot of friendships and a community around our passion for artificial intelligence and developing our experiences. We also have strong connections to the industry to help you guys get jobs through our professional development group, to help teach you guys, bring you guys to different conferences, including our national conference on artificial intelligence, QCI, which you'll learn about a little bit later. And we're really trying to bring the gap between academia and industry much smaller and help you guys get jobs and internships. Next slide, please. So the two biggest parts of QMIND are our bread and butter, which is our design side, which is our design teams comprised of approximately 4 members that develop state-of-the-art AI solutions over the entire semester. You'll hear a little bit more about this in detail shortly. Our next section is also development, where we add even more value to our members through education, professional development, helping create awesome events for you guys to get engaged with, workshops for you guys to learn even more. And we even bring in industry partners to help roast your resumes, help you land jobs, and provide any other feedback that you guys might be interested in to help you, land those future ventures. Next slide, please. Within the QMIND umbrella, and specifically under my portfolio, we also oversee QCI and Incubate. QCI is our national conference, founded a couple of years ago. It's been growing ever since. Last year was spectacular online. This year, we're hoping to have it in person as well, which will be really, really fun and interesting. And QMIND members have a little bit of an in since we did start it. But it also brings a lot of people from other universities across Canada, everyone who's interested in artificial intelligence, as well as a ton of industry and company representatives. Our Incubate is our AI incubator for students that are interested in starting a company within the artificial intelligence realm, mostly software as a service in the business to business and business to consumer base. So to introduce our managing directors, I'm Elon. I'm the managing director of operations. We also have Max, our managing director of development, and Sydney, our managing director of design. And I'll pass it off to you, Sydney.
Awesome. Thanks, Elon. Well, before I hop into it, I guess I'll give a quick debrief on my background here at QMIND and a bit about myself. So I'm a 4th-year applied math engineering student. I started off in QMIND in my 2nd year here at Queen's. I was actually introduced to it by my co-MD Max. I was a project manager for a team working with TD Data Science. We did a natural language processing project for them. And then I worked as a director of design in my third year at Queen's, and now I'm the managing director of design. So to get into what is QMIND design, our goal here at QMIND is and always has been to unlock the full potential of artificial intelligence, but more importantly, to enable you all to do so. Our priority is to understand the diversity of people inside and outside of QMIND who are interested in AI or who have the potential to make a great impact on the future of AI. This year at QMIND, we have more resources and support than ever committed to achieving our goal. So let's dive in now and see how within design we're working to help achieve that. Next slide, please. This year, we're going to have over 30 design teams across 4 different streams, all of which are revamped, and I'm so excited for you to hear more about them in just a second by our individual representatives. So our 4 streams this year are going to be innovation, QMIND consulting, our division of AI research, and the brand new division of disruptive technology. So if we go on a little more microscopic level to each design team to look at the structure, we want to structure each team so that there's a project manager, a junior developer, a senior developer, and one more either junior developer or senior to maximize each member's experience and to make sure that our teams can work cohesively and maximize the learning of each member. So, and to get you excited, we have just a few of the many clients we've worked with in the past, some of which we're working again with this year, and we have a whole new pipeline of clients in the works for this year with amazing projects coming up. So we're so excited for you to learn more about those if you're on the design team. Next slide, please, Jacob. So let's take a look at some of the types of projects we have lined up for this year. We have directors who specialize in natural language processing, computer vision, time series forecasting, reinforcement learning, classification, GANs, as well as our research and hardware-based projects in the Division of AI Research, DARE, and blockchain and quantum computing projects in Disruptive Tech. Within consulting, we have clients in the fields of finance, healthcare, education, research, cybersecurity, sustainability, and many more. Next slide. So what's the fundamental difference between innovation and consulting, and why would you want to be on one versus the other? So the innovation stream is where creativity and ingenuity shine. These projects are only limited by the imagination of our project managers who worked so hard over the summer to create them, resulting in exciting, unique applications of machine learning to real-world problems. To be on an innovation stream, you have no required experience. We just have 3 main goals. 1, to learn more about the world of innovation and AI beyond QMIND. 2, to develop your personal skills. And 3, to push your creativity and passion to create something that's entirely your own. Some of the innovation projects of the past have included face-activated voice assistant detection, fingerprint recognition, sports betting predictions, Bitcoin predictions based off Twitter data, to name just a few. And if you're interested in learning more, if you check out the QMIND Instagram and go to the link tree in the bio, there is a project lookbook, which will take you through all of the projects that we had last year. Now, QMIND Consulting, this was rebranded this year to really focus on the overall client experience. We're focusing on providing members within QMIND Consulting and all members who wish to attend workshops to help guide them while working with a client and how to communicate and best present to a client. We even have a team of external consultants working with QMIND Consulting to create decks up to industry standard. Members within QMIND Consulting won't just develop skills within AI, but will gain valuable business acumen as well. So this stream is great for you if you have a passion and interest in developing your technical AI skills, but also want to develop those business communication skills. QMIND Consulting will require some technical background to ensure we can deliver upon the client contract, but it is an extensive amount, and we encourage everyone to apply if they're interested in this stream. I will now pass it off to Sean, who will be taking us through the product team for this year, and he will be leading the stream.
Yes, hi everybody. So yeah, new this year, we'll be running a product team alongside our design teams. This team will help support the design teams by bringing their machine learning models to a real world product, whether that's a mobile application, a website, a Chrome extension. As a member of the product team, you will have an opportunity to work with multiple projects, help build a variety of applications, and you'll put impressive work from the design teams into the hands of the end users of these projects. There's some technical experience required, but as Sydney said, I encourage everybody to apply. Yeah, thanks.
Hi, everyone. I'm Daniel. I'm going to be the Director of Research this year. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what DARE is kind of about. So in past years, the priority of the DARE program was to provide access to hardware, access of hardware to undergraduate students that is not conventionally available at this level, and forming projects around those. But this year, our priorities have heavily shifted towards research as we identified this as an area of scarce opportunity at the undergraduate level. With that said, DARE teams will still have exclusive access to the QMIND hardware library, which includes Intel RealSense RGBD cameras and Turtlebot robotic systems. However, the difference this year is that projects will no longer be constrained by these technologies, but rather be enabled and supplement the projects being developed in any way possible. The projects this year are really shaping up to be on the cutting edge of their respective domains. And some of these projects, to name a few, include state-of-the-art 3D position tracking, novel generative network architectures, and many more.
Great. I am super excited to announce a new Disruptive Technology stream. We want to extend the scope of QMIND beyond AI and democratize any revolutionary technology, in our cases, blockchain and quantum computing. At the foundation of our vision is to provide Queen students valuable, practical, and unparalleled learning opportunities. We want to provide a unique learning opportunity in the QMIND General members by providing a vast selection of rich learning opportunities, broadening their technical skill set and introducing them to potentially revolutionary fields that they would not have been able to be exposed to otherwise. The division's aim is to continually grow the quantity and quality of learning opportunities that Queen students have access to and provide structured and practical learning program for these technologies. Something to note is that members don't need to have any practical knowledge in the fields that we're going into, and our project managers have worked diligently over the course of the summer to create an onboarding program that would allow anyone with even minimal programming experience to jump into these technologies. All you need is a passion and drive to learn about the future.
Awesome. So let's take a look what's coming up within design. So over the next few weeks, will be step 1, hire over 100 AI developers for our design teams, as well as blockchain, quantum computing developers, and product team developers. 2, we'll have our Camp QMIND. So this is our annual onboarding session. It takes place over a weekend. This year, it's going to be the first weekend of October. And this is a way to get to know everyone on QMIND and start creating that sense of community, as well as provide resources and an overview of all the skills you're going to need to be on QMIND this year. We'll be providing a Camp QMIND workbook, which will have an interactive handbook, which will take you through all of the skills and education that we covered over the weekend. And 3, we pretty much hit the ground running. So we'll get teams onboarded in October onto their projects and make sure that everyone has the skill level standard required to start. And then once everyone's at a good baseline level, we start working, and we'll work all the way until our conference with many more fun events in between. So now I'm going to pass it off to Max, and he'll take us through all of the amazing opportunities within QMIND development.
Hey everyone, my name's Max, and I'm the Managing Director of Development for the upcoming year. So the way I like to think of development is it's kind of a value added to QMIND members, while design is the core experience of what makes QMIND what it is for design team members. Development is everything you get on top of that to really augment your experience and make it more than just another club at Queens. So I'm gonna leave most of the talking up to my directors, because they're the ones who are more hands-on with the initiatives that we have planned for the upcoming year. But under my portfolio, I have professional development, educate, which is like our technical education, events, which is Jacob's wheelhouse, who will be speaking in a moment about organizing events like this one. And then we have WIC, which is Women in QMIND, and internal affairs, which Wendy will be talking about at the end of the development section. So again, I'm going to leave most of it up to them. The one note I do want to make is that I've been on QMIND since my first year. So this is my 4th year as a part of QMIND, and I couldn't recommend it enough. It's been the big single most rewarding extracurricular I've been a part of since coming to Queens. And so I really hope that everyone on this call strongly considers applying. And I can't wait to hear the rest of the development team sell you all on why you should be a part of QMIND. So handing it over to, who do we have first? I believe Ariana.
Hi, I'm Ariana. I'm the director of Educate this year. I'm also in 4th year applied mathematics and engineering. So basically, the goal of Educate is to support our design members by providing technical resources and workshops. So our two main initiatives are AI education and explore. So next, please. Our first initiative is AI education. So this consists of Camp QMIND, which is the annual onboarding event. And also we will be having 2 sets of workshop series. They will be focused on project and teamwork and also technical aspects of your project. All these workshops will correlate to the milestones of your project so that you feel supported and you know what's going on in your design team. Also, we will also be having office hours, which will happen every other weekend. And this is a time where you can ask questions to our directors or some PMs and get some help on your projects. Our next initiative is Explore. So we are hoping to hold some coffee and code events where you can learn new AI topics outside of your project. We are also looking forward to start a high school outreach program. Our goal is to introduce high schoolers to various aspects of AI and maybe get some new recruits for QMIND next year. And also we also have QTR articles, which is a place where your fellow peers can write new articles about different technical subjects, and it will be really cool for you guys to go and read them.
Hi, everyone. My name is Gonzalo, and I'm the Director of Professional Development. So we're here to help you turn your passion into your career. And we're doing this by providing opportunities for you to explore different career paths, network and learn from key industry people, and prepare you for both technical and behavioral interviews. Next slide. So 2 of the initiatives that we've been working hard to provide are Connect Plus, which is a series of recruitment events set to help you connect, and set you up for those future internships and jobs that you're going to be pursuing over the next coming year. Our next initiative is Launchpad, which is a consolidated database of resources with a focus on helping you get recruitment ready and excel during your application process. So this includes articles, it includes guides, podcasts, and many other fun little resources that you can use as you go through your journey. I'd also love to introduce you to our data science case competition, which will be held in collaboration with Isaac Operations. Now for this, teams of 3 to 4 will compete to design a dashboard to best represent key business insights, provide conclusions, and forecast any potential issues. The grand prize of this event will be $250 provided by Isaac Operations, and runner-ups will win some really fun and cool prizes provided by us at QMIND. The event will take place on October 9th, and we're super excited to see you all there. Finally, if that's not enough, these are some of the places our members and execs have worked at over the last year for internships. So you can best assure that we're going to do everything we can to help you guys land jobs over here too.
Hey, events, that's me. Events is all about making dreams come true. We're about building the community here at QMIND. Specifically for this year, we're looking to make events more accessible, engaging, and content-packed than ever before. We're going to have tons of fun socials, workshops, speakers from industry and academia. And I'm especially looking forward to Camp QMIND, which Sydney mentioned earlier, is our big start of year orientation kind of kickoff event. And I look forward to seeing all you there. And I'll pass off to Wick.
So this year at QMIND, we're really heavily focusing on implementing equity, diversity, and inclusion practices in our daily operations, and overall striving to make things as accessible and as welcoming as possible. So in alignment of this initiative, so in my portfolio for internal affairs, for hiring this year, we are advising all our interviewers to include things such as pronouns and turning on live captioning and supplying written formats for interview questions. In the near future, we also hope to work closely with EDI representatives in the Faculty of Engineering and Applied Sciences in hopes of nurturing and furthering our practices. So I'll also be discussing a little bit about WIC today since Isabel isn't here on this call. So WIC was created to foster a community of members who identify and who wish to support minority groups within QMIND. So this may include women, LGBTQIA+, and BIPOC. And as a means to support this overarching goal, WIC is currently working on a mentorship program that pairs undergraduate students with industry leaders to support them in their academic and professional journeys and other potential hurdles that students may face in the field of STEM.
Hello, my name is Chris. Hopefully you can all hear me. I'm technically not a part of QMIND anymore. I am the QCHI, one of the two QCHI co-chairs. Before I get into this, QMIND, I've been on QMIND for the last 2 years. It's been such a good experience. Max or Bennett kind of talked about it earlier, but I would really suggest it. There's like a ton of perks, but for me, the biggest thing was just kind of gaining more friends and meeting people and building my network. So if anything, definitely join in and just see what it's about. I would really suggest it. But for the conference, this is kind of a big part of a big reason of why a lot of people join. QMIND is to be able to get to the conference. When you build up your project, if that's the route you decide to take, you'll be able to present it at our conference. We're expecting about 500 plus people this year. And we've got a venue. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to meet in person. If not, it will be online. It will still be happening. And if you have a project, you'll be able to present it there. Even if you don't have a project, if you're just a part of QMIND, working behind the scenes, you're also invited. It's a great weekend for just to learn, to network, and to be able to find a way to present yourself and your project to industry and hopefully find a job from that. So this is definitely a big selling point for QMIND. If you join QMIND, we would really suggest that you come and check out our conference.
Hi everyone, I'm Henry. I'm the Executive Director of Incubate. And so for those who don't know, Incubate is Canada's first student-run AI startup incubator. Incubate is one of the few clubs on campus to offer complete ownership over projects. You get the chance to build your own startup, go through ideation, go through prototyping, and then hopefully make some money off of this. It provides a lot of opportunity for education, strategy, and allows you to network with some of the best entrepreneurs in the AI startup space and in the entrepreneurial space in Canada. Next slide. With Incubate, you'll get the chance to be a part of some of Queens' fastest growing startups and some of the coolest startups, in my opinion. It's a great opportunity to join with like-minded people. We have ventures working on building up contracts with some high-level companies and are actually going through the stages of making large-scale revenue. So it's a really cool opportunity. So how do you apply? Incubate actually operates on a rolling application basis. Incubate.ca is where you go to find the applications, or you can feel free to reach out to me. My email is right there. We're happy to accept all applications. We are also going to be looking for a first-year rep. So yeah, we look forward to hopefully seeing your applications and seeing your startups be built out.
So let's take a look at what positions we're hiring for this year. So design teams are made up of dynamic individuals with the passion for QMIND and the work they're doing. If you apply to be a design team member, in the application, you can decide if you're applying for a design team member within innovation stream, consulting stream, DARE, or disruptive technology. And it'll be super clear when you're applying which questions to answer based off which streams you're applying to. And out of all the positions you apply to, you can apply to a maximum of 3 with first year rep as an additional one. Next up, project managers. Project managers spearhead the design projects and provide technical vision and direction. They're the first level of management within design management team, and you have the opportunity to run a 3 to 4 person design team. So if you're looking to get more involved with the management aspect, you coordinate with your director and go to biweekly meetings. You will be responsible for running the teams and making sure your team stays on track all year, planning the meetings and agendas. So if you love organization, which is what I did, which is why I did it in my time at QMIND, or you want to work as a director of design later on, I would highly recommend applying for project manager. And we're applying for project managers within the innovation stream and DARE. product team members. So like I mentioned before, you'll be working alongside Sean, who presented the product team, and 4 other members to turn our design team projects into a proper product. And you are welcome to be on a design team and a product team at the same time. Bennett, if you want to touch on first year reps.
Yep, thanks, Sydney. So first year representatives, obviously this position is only open to first years. And I actually did it in my first year at QMIND, couldn't recommend it enough. Essentially, it's an extra checkbox that you can check if you're applying for a design team member that basically lets you do this role on top of being a design team member as a first year. So we're only hiring people for this role who are also applying for design roles. And it gives you the chance to essentially, like, you're essentially shadowing a director throughout the course of the year. You could either do a different director each semester or the same director the whole semester. And it's like work with someone at like the senior management level of QMIND on projects that no one else really has access to, which is a really cool experience as a first year. Couldn't recommend it enough. If you have any specific questions about this role, I'm definitely the person to reach out to. But if you're a first year, highly recommend checking out this role because it gives you really valuable leadership experience at a point in your undergraduate career that you likely wouldn't get that kind of experience. So definitely recommend it.
Elan, before we go ahead with the next set of hiring positions, I just want to make a note that we have one team that we're looking for members to start as soon as possible. So if there's anybody who does have design experience, the client is ClearList. If you have some technical background, and you can email me at sydney.corbett@qmind.ca. That email will be in the hiring packages that are available right after this event, or message hello@qmind.ca, and we'll do an informal interview with myself and the project manager sometime this week, and you'll get started on the project hopefully by this weekend. It's a really amazing project, and it's a really great experience, and you get to start earlier. The project will just kind of hit the ground running. And so if you're looking to kind of accelerate the process, please email me. And we can go to the next slide.
So the last 2 positions are actually under my portfolio. They're a little bit different from the design positions, but these are for anyone that's looking for maybe a little bit of a different experience, but still wants to be a part of the QMIND community and make some friends and get to know artificial intelligence a little bit. We have our graphic design coordinators. So if you're a little bit more creatively inclined, you enjoy doing something that's a little bit more artistic, we're looking for graphic design coordinators that will work with our marketing and branding team to craft engaging posts for our events and for our social media and anything else, including our website actually that we're rebuilding, which actually leads me perfectly into our web development coordinator position. One of the big initiatives that we have for this year is rebuilding our website so that it's more interactive and so that more people can use QMIND as a place to learn about artificial intelligence and to get opportunities within the field of AI. So we're looking for we're looking for coordinators that are interested in web development, that have some maybe experience using online tools, or really engaged to learn, and will want to help us on this year-long project. Next slide, please.
Okay, so what will the application process look like? So applications open up immediately after this event. You can check out the website, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. It will have the hiring package and the application form available. Everything is pretty clear in terms of where you find each thing. Both the hiring package is linked to the application form, and the application form is linked to the hiring package. So you won't get lost. You'll have all the information you need. The application questions aren't that long. There's an opportunity for you to submit your resume and then some additional questions afterwards. If you put your head down, you can complete the application in 30 minutes. So it's nothing overwhelming. If you put in a good application, you will be chosen for an interview. And by good application, I mean, we can just tell that you've put some thought into it. And that's all we're really looking for. So those applications are due a week from today. So next Monday, September 20th at 11:59 p.m. So midnight. And interviews will take place starting Wednesday that week. So they'll run Wednesday to the Saturday from 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. on the weekdays, and then on the weekend from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So lots of interview times. There are specific instructions on the application form, so you'll see them there, but specific panels to choose if you're applying for DARE and Disruptive Technology. So just so we can make sure we have the director of those respective streams on your hiring panel. So if you have any questions for us, feel free to message any of the MDs. So myself, Elan, and Max after this event, or hello@qmind.ca will be redirected to myself as well. But yeah, any other questions you have, we're happy to hop on individual phone calls following this and tell you more about anything you're curious about. But we do have the breakout rooms coming up, so hopefully your questions will be answered then. Jacob, if you want to introduce how the breakout rooms will be working.
Yes, I'd love to. So we're going to open up a few breakout rooms. Now, this is a bit finicky depending on your Zoom version. So I'm going to open up, I believe, 9 breakout rooms, each for a different topic or portfolio. You should be able to click on the breakout room button that's going to appear and choose the breakout room you want to jump between. If your Zoom version is outdated or it's not working, message anybody who's a co-host and they'll manually assign you to the room you want to go to. But yeah, oh yes, and the Kahoot with prizes will take place after the breakout room, so make sure to stick around for that in 30 minutes. Thank you, Max. If you have any questions, feel free to message everyone. Basically, if you get stuck, message somebody. Other than that, I'm going to open the breakout rooms now and have fun. Okay, they're open now, and I see people jumping between them, which means I did it right. So we'll see you guys in 30 minutes.
And you can pop back in when you're done. And if everyone's here in less than 30 minutes, we'll wrap them up before then.
Yeah.
What exactly does design 1, design 2, and design 3 mean here?
Those just have, if they're all directors of design in those rooms, there's just 3 different directors of design here to speak to you. So any of those will give you the same information.
Got it. Sure.
Okay, thank you.